You either become Joji or watch yourself turn into iDubbbz. So Ethan decided to respond to the content cup, but that's not today's topic. He uploaded a new video called iDubbbz and Hasan's situation keeps getting worse. It's even worse than before. This is a video where he accuses these creators for being purposefully anti-Semitic. Stick with me since this video is quite crazy. This is one of the greatest downfalls of a YouTuber that I've ever known. I've watched iDubbbz religiously and now I can't even stand to watch him. His content slop was atrociously bad. I'll start with an insane situation. Look at this. Ian literally said this is your emotional dumping ground in his video while ending his own video crying about your gobbling wife getting hate. How ironic is this? Absolutely insane. So right next to his response video on the entire content cup, he made a quite funny video called "The iDubbbz and Hasan situation keeps getting worse." That's very commentary channel of you, Ethan. Ethan right here is talking about a certain picture that has appeared multiple times over the internet. It's a picture where Ian and all these other YouTubers are together holding some symbols that I cannot really talk about on YouTube. But sit down, relax, and let's see what Ethan's response is.
Hey guys, Ethan here. I never thought in a million years that these people, as much as I dislike them, would intentionally include a swastika in a call out. I really wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, but if you watch this entire video, you will come to the same conclusion I did, which is that this is almost certainly an intentional dog whistle. These guys knew exactly what they're doing. Well, listen to what I have to say and then...
That's quite a weird topic to talk about immediately. What's that on the sword? Huh, that's weird. Was it intentional? I have no idea. I cannot get into their minds. Is it the kind of play to say like, no, it's a Buddhist symbol. You have no idea what you're talking about. It's not towards you, blah, blah, blah. There are like many symbols that are really against Ethan. So number one, that katana sword. We got a Palestine scarf. We got YouTubers that Ethan Klein really hates with a passion, especially in the background. Hasan Biker! Hasan Biker! I'm coming to kill! And let's be clear about this whole Middle East situation stuff. I don't care which side you're on, no one is winning. Everybody is dying in a war. We are losing many innocent lives, and that is not alright. Don't care what your political beliefs are. No one is winning.
And you guys can tell me in the comments if you think I'm being dramatic or not. To be fair, this sword belongs to this dude, Ichigo. And he's got a badass sword. Got like a Hindu symbol, which they also fuck with the Swazi over there. Not in like, you know, the anti-Semitic way, just in the vibes way, right? So, okay. I mean, here's what it looks like in the anime, and I mean, that's right. That's a swastika. Those Nazis really ruined what was otherwise a really cool symbol, right? But the Hindus use this, Buddhists use this. It's not just the Nazis, and that.
Well, yeah, there's an entire world outside of Europe. Europe is just a small part of the world, so I cannot really blame them for using the symbol. But still, there are so many more cultures out there outside of Europe.
So here's the first conversation that we have about the sword on the podcast, and you'll notice just how gracious I am. You know what I mean? I would never dream. To be serious, I would never dream that they would do this on purpose. It's just too crazy. But here's our first convo about it. Maybe he is and he doesn't care. I don't know. They had a sword that looked like a swastika in the video. I know it's an anime thing, but maybe we'll be a little more careful.
I said that this morning too.
Let me pull that up. I know that the chances that they did on purpose is close to zero, right? So I'm not accusing them. Huh. But like, just be a little more aware.
Hold up. So you're beginning the video saying, I think they did it intentionally against me since I'm a Jew. Then he is trying to not believe that statement and go throughout the whole video saying, no, I don't believe that it's a swastika symbol. Like, what side are you on? Is it a coincidence or not? This is your first impression. You still think of iDubbbz as a friend, even though you guys are no friends anymore. But this is a regular tactic to get sympathy from the viewers. First telling them, no, he wouldn't do such a thing, never in a million years, and then progressively go to say that, oh, well, you're breaking my heart, I can't believe you're actually doing it. Great tactic, good for viewers. You can clearly tell I'm not a big fan of Ethan. But on the other hand, let's defend them for a little bit. Why did they include an anime sword into that picture? I have no idea.
With a katana.
Listen, he's just embracing his new audience.
With the least anti-Semitic people on Twitch. We don't want to see swastikas this close to Palestine scarves, right? That's sending the wrong message. But okay, you're our white savior,
Right.
Ian. I defer to you. Is he a fan of Bleach? Would
So, Ethan, I still have no idea what kind of message you're trying to convey. Are they really Nazis or not? Is that what you're trying to say? Everything is so complex in here. They threw in so many symbols that are literally against you. Why did they even include that symbol right next to the Palestine scarf? They have a certain political ideology that is against yours. Okay, we know that. But why did they include that sword? I don't believe they're Nazis. I don't believe they have anything to do with Nazism. But it's just so weird why they took that picture. I'm really with you on this topic. Why the fuck did they do that? But you knew that from the first second of seeing that picture, and now you're kinda acting like, no, these are still my friends. They wouldn't do some things like these, right? Right? Like, I know acting when I see it, and this whole shtick of still being a good friend doesn't work with me. Let's continue.
at least explain why he owns this one? And well, here is our what we found. So is Hasan a Bleach fan that just thinks this sword is cool?
Hold up 1 second. What has Hasan to do in this picture? Why are you going after Hasan? Okay, he helped making the video, he was the creator in the content slop. Why do you see Hasan in this picture? Is that because the sword is his? Because the sword was in his room, so it's kind of related to Hasan?
Holy shit, dude. Everybody listen up. This is big.
S tier. Wait, I don't even know who that guy is.
That's Isaac, Bleach.
Oh, I don't watch Bleach.
Doesn't watch Bleach. Now, this video is from 8 months ago, right? So, I mean, listen, it's been almost a year. So we continue to look to see, hey, is he a fan of Bleach?
Here you can watch a lot of stuff, right?
Oh, God. Is this even more recent?
It's much more recent.
This is, no, this is from 4 months ago.
4 months.
No, what does he say?
Do you watch Bleach? I do not. I do not.
So 4 months
So,
ago, he's not a Bleach fan.
What are you
I'm
trying to say again?
I so want to give them the benefit of the doubt on this. Sword with a swastika hilt.
Well, I've been informed repeatedly that it's a Buddhist swastika.
I'm sure it is, Dan.
So many mental gymnastics in this one topic. Look, Ethan, you're right about the CPS stuff. Let's make that clear. You're absolutely right about the CPS stuff. Involving CPS unfairly with your own children, no way. And Ethan, you were protecting iDubbbz for a lot of things, but iDubbbz should have gotten your back once CPS got involved. And I do feel bad for that. You are a scumbag, you deserve criticism, and that's fair. And this whole CPS stuff, bro, I wouldn't wish my worst enemy with that shit. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Some people think they use this sword intentionally, not because they're actual Nazis, but to ball Ethan into calling them out for it. Perhaps this is a publicity stunt.
Do I think any of them actually like wanted to put a swastika in the photo? No, that's no. I don't actually.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think that. I think it was more for clout.
That there's a swastika. I mean, somebody at some point must have noticed the hilt of that is a
Or
swastika.
maybe after they posted it and then everybody pointing it out, maybe you just take it down and post a different photo.
Nope, it's
I
still
assume
up.
you took quite a few. You know?
It's still up. Well, guys, pay attention because this came out right after the show ended. And I gotta say, guys, I don't think there's gonna be a single person left watching this that has any doubt about what's happening. Here he is buying the sword at an anime expo.
Oh,
I want the normal, this one. The normal one without the...
oh my god, now it becomes clear. I didn't know that. I actually was so confused on this sword and why you're including Hasan with it. Disregard everything I said. Bro actually bought that sword even though he didn't watch the anime. Why did he buy that sword?
This one's sicker. Wait, that's a little sus.
So he points to the swastika hilt and says that's a little sus. At this point, I feel like you can pretty much conclude that he was talking about the shape of the swastika.
What? I didn't know that. Oh my god. That changes everything. My mind is blown. Did he intentionally buy that for views? I would think so. Streamers do a lot of crazy things intentionally. Clip farming, whatever. I thought he was like intentionally buying that to get cancelled. And now I get you, Ethan. Oh my god, I had so many questions in the beginning of the video, like, why are you including him? Is it his sword or something? And now, yeah, it is. I feel stupid now.
Immediately goes for the swastika one, got it.
I like this already much better. You're the one who owns this. Do you remember when we did that designer clothes stream? Oh yeah.
Sorry, Hasan, can you say that one more time for me?
That's a back, that's like a bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Immediately goes for the swastika one. Got it.
I like this already much better. You're the one who owns this. Do you remember when you did that design?
That's a great point. He is the one that
I don't want to be devil's advocate, but could also be just from other cultures. They intentionally did it. Are they Nazis? I don't think they're Nazis. But there was some intention of putting that symbolism in the picture. I'm sure of it.
far back as 2023, he knew it was the swastika sword. I tried to get him out of this, you know, every step of the way. But here is, and I mean, is it a coincidence that Ian really shaved his head just before doing this video and he's holding a swastika?
No, oh my god, you're not gonna make that comparison. You're not gonna say he's a skinhead. He has all the tattoos of a skinhead. He shaved his head off to become a skinhead because his wife is now into skinheads. Oh my god. That's such a fucked up thing to say. Oh no.
Right? I mean, what do we think? What do we think? Okay, yeah, fuck you guys too, okay? How about you fucking not?
Oh my god, yeah. That anger came from deep within. This is actually a difficult topic for once. For once in a while, I'm not making such slop, but actually discussing a topic that's quite complex. Well, is it really that complex? Ian showed the symbol that's a big no-no in the Western world. Deliberately pointing at Ethan, making kind of fun with him, saying like Free Palestine and then showing this symbol right next to it. Let me know what your thoughts about this topic are. Let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.